Hi, everybody in the B1 Friday class. I hope you guys are doing really well. I've only heard from one or two of you, and there's 12 of you in the class, so you need to send me your homework from the last class, from the last video, okay? I know it's only Wednesday, but you need to do that before Friday, okay? We still have English class as normal. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do today is you need to take out your notebook and your book, okay? This book here. And you are going to go to page 84, this page, 84, okay? In the last class, we were reading a text about different tours around London and different people that wanted to visit the city. So today, we're going to do something a little bit different. But first, in your notebook, I have some questions, and you need to answer these questions in your notebook. These are second conditional questions. Remember when we practiced the conditionals? So, question number 1 says, if you won the lottery, what would you do? You need to write the answer to this in a full sentence in your notebook. Number 2, if you had a driving license, where would you go? Number 3, if you could speak 5 languages, which would you like to speak? Number 4, if you were a celebrity, who would you be? And number 5, if you could have one wish, what would you wish for? So you need to write the answers in full sentences to these in your notebook. Okay, guys? So what I'd like you to do now is go have a look at page 84. No, sorry, 85. Sorry, not 84. We're not doing 84 because we did 84 in the last class. 85. We're going to talk about traveling as we were before. Have a look here at all of these different words in number 1, okay? I'm going to say the word and you need to copy my pronunciation. Then you need to decide, are the words nouns, verbs, or adverbs, okay? So, number 1, destination. 2, flight. 3, land. 4, motorway. 5, abroad. 6, border. 7, check-in. 8, delay. 9, passport. 10, sightseeing. 11, takeoff. 12, traffic jam. Okay, now in number 1, is destination a noun, a verb, or an adverb? A destination is a noun, okay? Number 2, flight is a noun. 3, land is a verb. 4, motorway is a noun. 5, abroad is an adverb. 6, border is a noun. 7, check-in can be a noun or a verb. Okay, we'll get to that later. 8, delay can be a noun or a verb. 9, passport is a noun. 10, sightseeing is a noun. 11, takeoff can be a noun or a verb. And 12, traffic jam is a noun. Okay, have a look at number 2. Can you put air travel, either air or road travel, in your notebook and put these words in the correct category? Then we're going to do it together. Okay, so pause the video, copy this table, put these words in the correct column. Okay, now that you finished this, we're going to do it together. Okay, so we have air travel. We have air or road travel. And we have only road travel. Okay, guys? So, what I'd like you to do now is have a look at your notes, and we're going to go over together what the answers are. And you need to compare my answers to your answers. So, destination can be for both. Okay? Destination can be for both. Flight is air travel. Okay? Land is air travel. Motorway is road travel. Abroad can be either. Abroad means in a different country. Border can be either. Okay? Check-in can really only be for air travel. Okay? Delay could be for both. Okay? But usually it's probably mostly for air travel. Okay? Passport can be for both. All right. The next one is sightseeing. Could be for both. Okay, remember sightseeing is when you see the sights or the important things in a city. Takeoff is going to be for air travel. And traffic jam is going to be for road travel. Okay, traffic jam here. Okay, guys? So these are the answers for exercise number 2 on page 85. Now, what I'd like you to do is have a look at number 3. 3 tells you about dictionary definitions of different words. It's a little bit confusing from English to Spanish, I know. The word travel. Travel is only the verb. It's not the thing. I had a travel last year. No, it's only the verb. I traveled to London last year, for example. Okay? The journey in letter C, well, in B, travel can be the action. Okay? It's a verb or it's the action. Like, I love travel. It's my favorite hobby. Okay? C, journey is your from A to B, okay? The journey from Lugo to Barcelona took 11 hours in the car, okay? And a trip is your journey plus your experience in the place. So my journey from Lugo to Barcelona took 11 hours. And then in Barcelona, we went to see lots of different monuments, okay? The journey and the sightseeing of the monuments, this is all a trip, okay? So trip is the noun. Have a look at the answers here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Can you pause the video now and choose the correct word? Then we're going to go over it together, okay? So now that you're finished, have a look at number 1. My friend Sam is going to travel to Australia next year. It's the verb. Number 2, there was a long delay on the journey back home. Trip is okay, but it's better to say journey, okay? Number 3, our journey or our travel to Amsterdam took 8 hours. No, our journey, okay? The action of going from A to B. Number 4, we had a brilliant trip to Turkey. Number 5, I love travel, the action, the hobby, okay? I'd like to go around the world. Number 6, my mom is away on a business trip to Madrid, okay? So, what I'd like you to do now is have a look at this orange box. So, like I said in exercise 1, some words like check-in, take off, and delay can be nouns or verbs. This is why. Look here, okay? Some nouns are almost the same as verbs and some are identical. You have delay, for example, the flight was delayed, and delay, there is a delay with our flight. Travel, I love to travel to South America. Travel is my favorite hobby, okay? Take off, the plane is taking off. Take off. Be careful during takeoff and landing. Check-in. We need to check in by 6 o'clock. Check-in. The check-in was closed. Okay, so they're almost the same words, but sometimes they're nouns, sometimes they're verbs. Okay, In number 4, can you please complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs from here or the nouns, okay? Pause the video and do number 4, and then we're going to do it together, okay? So, now that you're finished, number 1 says, when we got to the airport, there was a long queue at the check-in, okay, which is a noun. So you need to have a hyphen or a dash. Number 2, fasten your seatbelts for take off. Again, this is the noun. So you need to have a hyphen or a dash. Number 3, our friends checked in to the hotel yesterday. It's the verb. Number 4, I was looking out of the window when the plane started taking off. Okay, taking off. It's the verb. Number 5, I hate traveling by plane. Okay, I prefer trains. It's the action. The verb. 6, the traffic jam on the motorway delayed us. It's the verb. For about an hour, okay? Now that you're finished, do number 5, okay? Number 5, you have to read the story here and choose the correct word. So pause the video, read the story, and choose the correct word. Then we'll do it together, okay? So now that you're finished, I'm going to read the story with the correct answers, and you need to check. Number 5, I almost didn't get there. A lot of people use their holidays to visit their family in other countries. My family is no different. And this summer, we went on a trip to Turkey to visit my mom's family. Our destination was Kusadasi, which is on the coast. It was my first trip abroad, and I was very excited. At the airport, we checked in our luggage. My mom gave our passports to the woman at the reception, but mine wasn't there. We searched for ages. Number 4 could be reception or it could be desk, okay? But mine wasn't there. We searched for ages. I took everything out of my luggage and then I found it inside a magazine in my bag. Luckily, we didn't miss our flight because there was a 2-hour delay. Next time, I know I need to put my passport somewhere safe. Okay? Now, for homework, you need to look at this box. Answer questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here in your notebook, and you send that to my email for homework. Okay? When you're finished, go to page 86, this page, okay? You're going to do some listening, okay? Look at number 1, okay? We're going to do all of this together. This is not going to be homework, okay? Page 86 is doing this together. Work in pairs, work with me, okay? And discuss the questions. So just think about it. You don't need to write it down. Number 1. What kind of things do you think you can learn when you travel to new places? And 2, do you think you can learn the same things better in school? Why or why not? Okay, now you are going to look at number 2 where it says listening. Listen to a girl talking about how she and her family are traveling the world and answer the questions. Has she enjoyed traveling? Why or why not? Where does she go to school? Okay, so you're going to listen and you only answer questions 1 and 2. Okay, I'm going to read it. Give me 1 second. Okay. 1.5. Okay. Hi, I'm Sarah. You know, I've been traveling the world with my parents and my twin brother for 6 years. Yes, we don't have to go to school. My parents decided that we need to travel to really find out how the world works. They said we mustn't just study from books, but that we must learn subjects like geography and history and sciences from the real world and all the things living around us. We set off on the road when I was 10, but we didn't travel abroad until 2 years later when I was 12. I remember because our first trip abroad was on my birthday. At the start, we traveled around Australia quite a lot, enjoying the nature and beauty of our own country. We had to sell our house before we could go overseas, but then, with only a couple of suitcases, we boarded a plane to the southern states in the USA, and after 2 weeks, we went on to Mexico and Central America. And now we've been everywhere. We've traveled to 6 continents and 41 countries, but all places which are hot. We don't like the cold. We've had tons of adventures and experiences and learned such a lot. And what's been great about all this? Well, I enjoy traveling with a passion. I love reading stories rather than maps and travel guides about the places I'm in, and especially I like writing about my experiences. I love walking in nature and pretty much anything to do with beautiful beaches or the water. I really love swimming in the sea or ocean. I know many people think I've missed school, but in fact, I've learned more. I've met a lot of amazing, interesting people, and most of all, I value the friends I've made. Soon, we'll have to go home. It's been nice not being in school, but like everyone else, I have to do my exams. Okay, so has she enjoyed traveling? Why or why not? Yes, she's definitely enjoyed traveling because she's learned a lot, she's met a lot of new friends, she's had a lot of new experiences. And 2, where does she go to school? I think she said Australia, didn't she? Okay, so what I'd like you guys to do now is rewind the video, go back in the video to the listening, and look at number 4. You need to read the text, listen, and fill in the gaps with 1 or 2 words or a number or a date or a time that you heard in the listening that we just did. Read the text, complete the gaps with the words that you hear in the listening, and send this part to me for homework. So this was not homework, but this listening is homework, okay? So go back in the video, listen, and fill in the gaps. When you're finished, go to number 5. We're going to do this together, okay? You have here you have got here a box, modals of obligation, prohibition, and necessity. Can you please read these examples and for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, put the correct word in the spaces. So, for example, must or mustn't. We use must when we think it is important to do something. We use mustn't to mean don't do this. My parents said we mustn't just study from books. We must learn subjects like geography and history. Can you do numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6? Read the text, read the explanations, and do 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Then we'll do it together. So, numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6 are the following. Okay, I'm going to just write them here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Number 3 says, we don't have a traditional lifestyle because we don't have to go to school. It's not necessary. We don't have to go to school. Okay? Number 4, we had to sell our house before we could go overseas. We had to. It was an obligation, okay? It was something that it was necessary to do. Soon we will have to go home. Okay, soon in the future, it's an obligation to go home. And 6, we need to get out and travel. We need to. Okay, we need to get out and travel. Good. In number 6, have a look at number 6. There are some mistakes here. No. You have, in number 6, you have 5 sentences. You need to circle the correct option, okay? We're going to do this by speaking. I'm not going to write it on the board. Okay, so pause the video and do number 6. Okay? Perfect. So now that you're finished, let's look at number 1. We must or mustn't change some money today. We've only got 10 euros left. We must. Number 1, must. Number 2, you don't have to or you mustn't come with me to the airport. I know how to get there. You don't have to. It's not necessary. You don't have to come with me to the airport. I know how to get there. Number 3, your suitcase is full. You mustn't buy any souvenirs. It's prohibition. You mustn't because the suitcase is too full. Number 4, I mustn't or won't have to buy any sandals. I've already got some. I won't have to buy any sandals. You could say both, okay? I mustn't buy any sandals. I've already got some. But it's not prohibition. If you buy sandals, it's not a problem. It's just not necessary. So probably, I won't have to buy any sandals. I won't have to is the correct answer. I've already got some, okay? You can, but it's not necessary. 5, Tanya and Sarah had to or need to get up early yesterday to catch their flight. Need to know because that's the present, and they said yesterday. So had to. It was obligatory. They had to get up early yesterday to catch their flight. Okay, perfect. The last thing we're going to do is homework, okay? Go to page 87 here, and you need to do exercise 1 and 2, writing in your notebook. Number 1 says, what kind of problems might someone have when they travel? How bad are these problems? Give each one a number. Number 1 is not too bad, 2 is annoying, and 3 is a disaster. Can you do that for numbers 1 to 6? And for number 2, you don't need to listen to the questions, okay? You need to answer the questions in your notebook for you. Number 1, what do you think is the best way to prepare for going on a trip? Write the answer in your opinion in your notebook. 2, has something surprising ever happened to you while you were traveling? Write this in your notebook for you. 3, what would you do if you lost something at an airport or a train station? And how do you make sure all your things are safe when you travel? Write the answers to these 4 questions in your notebook. That is homework for me, and you need to send that to my email. Okay, guys, if you have any questions about anything we did today, please don't hesitate to email me and ask me any questions. Okay, guys, have a good weekend and see you next week. Bye!